for this coaching staff. Here's J.C. Sheldon again, out of Ohio State. Knows her parents are watching and probably quite nervous back in Ohio. Jaylen Brown, off-balance shot. Siegrist battles, tied up with Boston. Those are the intangibles that Maddie Siegrist can bring to this team.
Absolutely. Maddie, again, is one of those players that she's going to just do everything her team needs to do. Shot goes up, she's crashing the board. She's not just standing there watching. And Maddie, I think, is going to have a coming out season this year for the Wings.
Now, one of the things Maddie Siegrist has gotten is stronger. You can see it. She spent a lot of time trying to work on that. She said she also tried to work on getting more and more comfortable off ball screens. J.C. Sheldon fouls Christy Wallace. Get your tickets to the Wings home opener versus Chicago on May 15th. The game is presented by Wendy's. It's sold out, but keep your eye open. The first 4,000 fans are going to receive a Wings bucket hat, courtesy of Wendy's. See,
Do you have a bucket hat?
Yeah, I like them because they embarrass my daughters when we all go to the beach as our family. Just embarrasses the daylights out of them.
I want to know, how does it look on you?
It looked awful. It looked like a bad beer keg. Sheldon picked her second up, by the way. Christy Wallace, another one of those players that just plays smart. She plays hard. Blew her knee out her last year at Baylor, still drafted. Worked so hard to get back in Australia, and then she blew it again. Had a chance to get to know her over the last few years, dating back to Baylor, and Christy Wallace is just those quintessential team player for you.
Yeah, I remember Christy Wallace when she was at Baylor. I liked her then and what she brought to the team, and I really like her with this Indiana team. She's another one of those vets for this team, because when you look at Indiana, they're really young. The vets on this team, Erica Wheeler, I even put Christy Wallace in that. They could be really good for this young Indiana team.
Tough ball away. Jaylen Brown, what a debut tonight. She's got 10 in the ball game. And to think just a few years ago she was going to give up the sport. Emma Cannon trying to get the rebound. Brown runs into Wings president and CEO Greg Pivot, his wife Tara.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown, can you say a bucket? Because she is just flat out scoring the basketball from everywhere on the floor. That was a tough shot.
Did you get nervous? Because she was so copacetic, you know, in warm-ups and sitting listening to some tunes. But did you ever get nervous?
No. But you know, and you talk about Jaylen, it's about being confident in who you are and your ability, and it's not about your competition, who you're playing. It's about being confident in who you are.
Caitlin Clark with pull-ups got 16.
And that's what you can't do. I don't know who was guarding her, screen or not. You have to switch it if you get stuck on the screen, but you cannot leave Caitlin Clark wide open.
Siegrist from 14 got it. Nice. Maddie Siegrist has 6. You know, it's funny you mentioned that, because in practice every day this week with Trisha Trammell and her staff, as Clark can't get the 3 to go, talk about ball screen defense. Here's Clark, baseline, and left her open. Enrique out battles 3 blue jerseys. And a nice pick by Wallace. Cherry picking Melissa Smith.
And
with
those
17.
are the types of things that Christy Wallace brings to the team. But for Enrique, her teammates should be yelling, saying something to her about someone is coming behind you.
Shot clock turned off, final 10 seconds. Clark with 16 to lead all scorers. Here is Enrique with 3. No, Clark's got it, and that's going to do it. The debut of Caitlin Clark, everything that was expected with 16. The debut of J.C. Sheldon of the Dallas Wings, everything that was expected. Halftime is in the books, 48-40, but this was a fast-paced game, the pace that Dallas wants to play.